Hello, beautiful souls. Today we're diving deep into your person's hidden emotions, regrets, and the energy that keeps them bound to you. Whether you are watching as someone in this connection or someone affected by it, the energy I'm seeing is complex, layered, and intensely magnetic. This isn't just about attraction, this is about the heart, the soul, and the cycles that have tied you together. So sit back, take a deep breath, and open yourself to the energy that's coming through. This is raw, honest, and very revealing. There's someone here who is trapped in an unhappy relationship or marriage. On the surface, everything might look fine, routine, functional, even normal. But underneath, there is a storm of emotion they cannot ignore. I see fear of being alone, codependent energy, and clinginess. They are holding on not because they are happy, but because they are terrified of facing the emptiness of their own life. They may appear calm or indifferent, but inside, their heart is restless, conflicted, and obsessed with what they cannot have. The energy shows a pattern of chasing and running, one person pursuing while the other retreats, over and over. This is not new, this has repeated for a reason, and the reason is simple. There is something unresolved, something unfinished, something only you and they truly understand. There is also a hidden pull here, a desire that they cannot fully admit. Even if they seem emotionless or distant, they are haunted by memories, by what ifs, by the life that could have been. And that is what brings us to the next layer. Now, let's look closer at the energy surrounding them. I'm seeing trapped, unhappy energy, a connection, a relationship, or even a marriage that has lost its vitality. On the surface, it might seem stable, routine, or settled, but underneath, there's a storm raging. They feel stuck, drained, and emotionally empty, as if the life has been sucked out of the connection. The spark, the passion, the joy, it's gone, and yet they cannot leave. Why? Fear of being alone, fear of the unknown, fear of facing the consequences of their choices. Their attachment is no longer just love, it's survival. This person is holding on to something that no longer serves them, something that is slowly suffocating their heart simply because they are terrified to let go. And this is where it becomes intense. I see codependent energy. They are clinging to this relationship not because it fulfills them, but because it shields them from facing themselves. The cards are showing a cycle of running and chasing, a dynamic that has repeated over and over. They may have chased you before, or perhaps you chased them, but either way, the energy loops endlessly, and no matter how much they try to distract themselves, their thoughts always return to you. There's a silent longing hidden behind fear and routine. They might appear calm, composed, or even indifferent to the outside world, but inside there's a storm. The cards are revealing emotionless devotion, outwardly functional, inwardly conflicted. They go through the motions, but inside they feel hollow, haunted, and incomplete. I see obsessive energy too, not dangerous but consuming. They watch, they analyze, they imagine scenarios with you. There's a constant what if running through their mind. What if they had acted differently? What if they had spoken sooner? What if they had held on tighter? These thoughts haunt them, but they are also hidden, locked away from everyone else, even from you. And the regret is palpable. I see it like a shadow lingering over them, a constant reminder of their mistakes, missed opportunities, and unspoken words. They carry the weight of what could have been, and it gnaws at them quietly, day after day. There's no relief, there's no closure. They are trapped in the tension between the life they have and the life they secretly desire, the life with you. The energy also shows confusion and indecision. On one hand, they recognize the emptiness of their current situation. On the other, they are terrified of the leap required to break free. This creates a paralysis of the heart, leaving them stuck in a painful limbo. They are unsure of whether to reach out, wait, or try to fix what they cannot fully grasp. And even in all this uncertainty, the pull to you remains. I feel it like a magnet, unavoidable, undeniable. No matter how much they suppress it, no matter how much they tell themselves to move on, their heart cannot let go. Every memory, every shared smile, every unspoken touch is etched into their being, and it is this energy, hidden, conflicted, intense, that sets the stage for what they are about to do. The cards are whispering. They are not ready yet, but they are coming. Their heart is brewing a storm, their mind is spinning with questions, and their soul is restless with longing. Everything is shifting quietly under the surface. Now, I feel a shift in their energy. They are no longer just clinging blindly, something deeper is happening inside them. The cards show shadow work, a raw, sometimes painful reflection on who they are, what they've done, and the consequences of their choices. This is not casual self reflection, this is the kind of deep inner work that shakes someone to their core. They are confronting old habits, old wounds, and patterns that they may have ignored for years. The regrets are strong, I see them clearly. Moments where they hurt you, where they stayed silent, where they failed to act. They are haunted by these choices now, and as they face these truths, they realize how much they've lost, how much of you they may have pushed away or failed to honor. There's a heavy sense of responsibility in their energy. They know that some part of their unhappiness comes from their own actions, and this awareness is starting to shift them. And yet, even in this shadow work, I see repeating cycles. This connection, whether it's you or someone else, has been caught in loops, chasing, running, misunderstandings, reconciliation, heartbreak, and then the cycle repeats. One moment they're desperate for you, the next they pull away. One moment they feel hope, the next they feel fear. This pattern has been exhausting and it has left them deeply conflicted. But there's a breakthrough forming. The universe is pushing them to recognize these cycles for what they are, not as punishment, but as lessons. They are beginning to see the patterns clearly, and they understand that the pull they feel toward you isn't just desire, it's a reflection of unfinished business. Their soul remembers the connection, even if their mind tries to rationalize it away. I see a tremendous inner battle. On one side, there is longing, obsession, and love, an undeniable pull toward you. On the other side, there is fear, shame, and confusion, a resistance to stepping fully into what they want. This is why they have been stuck for so long, circling the same emotional loops without resolution. Every time they try to move forward, something pulls them back. Every time they attempt to let go, your energy finds its way into their thoughts, unbidden, unstoppable. The cards also reveal effed up energy over you, the kind that comes from guilt, regret, and unspoken truths. They have been forced into this shadow work because of the impact you've had on their life. Something about this connection, the honesty, the light, the clarity you offered, forced them to confront themselves in ways they never wanted to, and now the lessons are unavoidable. They cannot pretend anymore, they cannot hide from what they feel. And here's the most powerful energy I'm seeing. The longing has not faded, the cycles have made them restless, the regret has made them introspective, and the shadow work has made them aware, fully aware, that they cannot stop thinking about you. Every memory, every chance they missed, every unspoken word comes back to them like a wave, and it is relentless. Even now, they are stuck in this tension between what they have and what they desire, between the life they are living and the life they secretly dream of with you. This is why the cycles keep repeating. They are not over you, they are not healed yet, and until they fully confront these truths, the pull, the obsession, the longing, it will continue to grow. Now the energy is getting intense. The cards are revealing a strong inside scoop. Someone is watching, analyzing, and quietly observing your life. It's not casual curiosity. This is someone who wants to know everything about you, your moods, your choices, your relationships, even the small moments you might think go unnoticed. They are deeply invested in your energy, even if they haven't reached out yet. There's a magnetic pull at play here. I see obsessive longing, a desire that can't be silenced. This person thinks about you constantly. Every memory, every word you said, every shared laugh or tear. Their heart whispers your name even when their lips do not. And it's not just about wanting to be near you physically, it's about wanting to be understood, seen, and felt by you in ways they've never allowed themselves before. The longing is mixed with fear. Fear of rejection, fear of stepping into their truth, fear of facing the consequences of their choices. Yet, despite that fear, the desire grows stronger every day. I see it like a fire smoldering beneath ashes, hidden, restrained, but impossible to ignore. And every time they catch a glimpse of you or hear something about your life, it ignites the flame again. There's also telepathic energy here, a psychic connection. They feel your presence even when you are far away. Some of you may even dream of them, feel their emotions, or sense their attention in subtle ways. This isn't coincidence, it's the energy of your bond reaching across distance, across time, across whatever walls they've built. And here's the truth that the cards are revealing. They want to act, they want to reach out, they want to close the distance, but something stops them. their own confusion, their ongoing entanglements, or the fear of how you might respond. They are wrestling with themselves internally, but the pull toward you remains undeniable. Even more revealing, the cards show unfinished business. There are unresolved emotions, unspoken words, and lingering moments that neither of you have fully processed. This is what keeps them coming back in thought, what keeps them restless, what makes them feel incomplete without addressing the connection they have with you. And I see obsessive energy coupled with reflection. They are not only longing, they are analyzing every past interaction, every mistake, every miscommunication, every moment where they faltered. It plays in their mind on repeat. And with that reflection comes regret, real deep gnawing regret, the kind that wakes someone in the middle of the night, the kind that makes them question their life and choices. The shadow of this obsession is paired with hope. Even if they have been hurt, even if they have been rejected, part of them still believes, still clings to the idea that this connection is not over. That belief drives them forward quietly, invisibly. It fuels their hidden longing, keeps them watching, keeps them wondering, keeps them yearning for what they cannot fully admit they want. And as I feel this energy building, I can see it spiraling toward a decision. They are being pushed to act, to break the cycle, to confront their own fear and finally move toward you. But the question remains, will they do it in time, and will it be too late? Now the energy becomes heavier, more complicated. I'm seeing unfinished business, the kind that lingers, the kind that makes someone restless at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, unable to sleep. This person has questions that remain unanswered, emotions that remain unspoken, and choices that have never been fully made. They feel conflicted, pulled between what they know they should do and what their heart cannot let go of. Part of them is trapped in fear, fear of rejection, fear of change, fear of consequences. Another part of them is consumed by longing, craving the connection they secretly cannot live without. And these two forces clash inside, creating chaos, confusion, and hesitation. The cards are showing puzzlement and indecision. They are not sure if the door is still open, if there is hope, or if you have moved on. Every time they think about reaching out, their mind races with doubt. What if they reject me? What if it's too late? What if I've missed my chance? And yet they cannot stop thinking about you. There's also regret layered with responsibility. If they hurt you, if they allowed a third party to interfere, if they let circumstances dictate your separation, all of that weighs heavily on them. Their heart remembers the joy, the laughter, the intimacy you shared, and the absence of it now feels like a wound that will not heal. But here's the tension. The cards show that some part of them wants to act desperately. They are standing at a crossroads. One path is safety, routine, the familiar, staying where they are, trapped in unhappiness, and pretending nothing is wrong. The other path is risk, courage, and vulnerability, reaching out to you, confronting their own emotions, admitting their longing, and possibly reopening a door that has been closed for far too long. And the push and pull of this energy is what makes this story so intense. They want to contact you, yet fear paralyzes them. They crave connection, yet uncertainty holds them back. Every choice they hesitate over only makes the pull stronger, and every moment of indecision drives them deeper into obsession. The truth the cards whisper is this: they cannot let go and they cannot stay away. Something in them knows, whether they admit it or not, that what you two share is unfinished, unresolved, and unforgettable. And that is what is driving them to the edge, pushing them to confront their own heart and building toward a moment where a decision must be made, a moment that could change everything. As I look at the cards, their story becomes clearer. I see the Ace of Cups, a symbol of new beginnings, love, and emotional renewal. This is not just any love, this is the kind of deep, soulful connection that shakes someone to their core. It's the spark that has never truly died, the energy that has remained hidden, waiting for the right moment to surface. Your person is feeling this energy, a yearning to open their heart again, to reach for what they lost, and to feel the depth of passion they once shared with you. Then the Lovers appears, a card of choice, connection, and destiny. This is the card of your bond. It reflects the magnetic pull between you two, a connection that is not just emotional but spiritual. It shows that despite distance, fear, or obstacles, there is still an undeniable alignment between your souls. But it also shows tension. Choices must be made, and they are wrestling with theirs. Will they pursue what they feel, or will fear keep them in place? The hermit rises next, a symbol of reflection, introspection, and solitude. Your person has been in this energy. They've retreated, hidden, and gone inward to process their regrets and mistakes. They've been searching for clarity, seeking answers about their feelings, their past actions, and what they truly want. And in this quiet reflection, they are realizing the truth. You were never the problem. The problem was their fear, their avoidance, and the cycles they allowed to repeat. Then the devil makes an appearance, a reminder of temptation, attachment, and bondage. This shows the ties that have held them back, whether unhealthy relationships, fear, or old patterns. It's the shadow side of their heart, the part that clings to what is familiar even when it no longer brings joy. And yet, this card also signals that transformation is possible if they confront it head on. The tower emerges, sudden upheaval, revelations, and change. This is the energy of breaking free, of old structures collapsing to make way for something new. Your person is on the edge of this tower energy. Something about you, something about this connection has shaken their world to its foundation. It's uncomfortable, it's chaotic, and yet it is necessary. This is the push that forces them to confront themselves and the truth of what they feel for you. And then the Knight of Cups, the messenger of the heart. This is them, ready to act, carrying the energy of love, desire, and emotional honesty. They want to reach out, they want to express what has been locked inside. But remember, the knight is cautious, he feels the weight of fear and uncertainty. The message is there, burning inside them, but timing and confidence are still factors. The Three of Wands shows me waiting, anticipation, and looking toward possibilities. Your person has been watching, waiting, hoping that you might initiate or that fate would intervene. They feel stuck, caught between their longing for you and the fear of stepping forward. But this is the energy of expansion, a sign that movement is coming, that the tide is turning, and that action will eventually be taken. And finally, the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck, the ultimate dream of emotional fulfillment, family, and connection. This is the energy they are striving for, even if it feels distant. Deep down, they are imagining a life with you that is full, complete, and joyful. They are holding on to the vision of what could be, if only the fear, the cycles, and the shadows are confronted and released. All of these cards together tell a story of longing, reflection, regret, and inevitable movement toward you. They are trapped in cycles, yet the pull of destiny is undeniable. They are being tested, pushed, and transformed by shadow work, by regret, and by the undeniable truth that you are the one they cannot forget. And as I lay these cards out, I can feel it building toward a moment of reckoning. A moment where the choice must be made, where the longing can no longer be ignored, where the hidden truth will demand expression. And now the energy is building. The cards, the whispers, the currents of emotion, they are all pointing to one undeniable truth. They are moving. They are standing on the edge of action, their heart racing, their mind a storm of doubt and longing. Everything has led to this moment. The regrets, the obsession, the shadow work, the sleepless nights, the lingering what ifs. I feel it like a heartbeat, quick, uneven, urgent. They cannot stay hidden forever. The pull toward you is too strong. The cycles, the fear, the shadows, all of it is reaching a tipping point. Something is about to shift. Something is about to break through the hesitation, the confusion, the silence. And yet, there's still tension. The energy is volatile. There's fear of rejection, fear of judgment, fear of facing the consequences of their choices. They are not fully ready, not yet fully cooked, if you will, but the fire inside them cannot be contained. Every moment of doubt is a spark that threatens to ignite into action. Here's the twist. They're coming, but the timing is uncertain. Will it be tomorrow, next week, or will they wait until the energy peaks, until something unexpected triggers them to finally step forward? The cards do not reveal exact moments, only the certainty of movement. And here is where we leave it. Suspended. The hidden truth, the longing, the obsession, the regret, it all converges on you. They are standing at the precipice, ready to reach out, ready to expose the emotions they've buried, ready to rewrite the unfinished story. But will they act before it's too late? That, my friends, is the question that hangs in the air, heavy and impossible to ignore. And now you must wait.